Good day, everybody. Heuntz here, and welcome back to another Warframe episode. Today, we are trying to get the Wisp, and to do that, you have to fight the new boss, the Ropalolyst, on Jupiter. Now, this fight is definitely different than any other boss you would have had to fight before to get a Warframe. Luckily, on this one, the Wisp is a 24% for each part. Yes, you have to get the blueprint, the systems, the chassis, and the neuroptics by fighting this boss. If you are new or have trouble, Rhino is the best bet. With his iron skin, he will give you the most chance to survive any damage. Now the issue is, there's actually a good story behind this one. But as I was saying, oh Lord.
Given light by the golden lords to build for them a better world. But my family's journey was long. Time began to change their light. Creativity, pride, a will to live. So the golden wrath came.
Sorry, I don't want to interrupt her.
I was born a mimic. Conceived to burrow into nests and swallow the pitch eggs of their war machine, the Tenno. But when I saw your tender faces, I took mercy, or so we were told. But in truth, we were both imprisoned in Lua's belly. My light remade by the creators. I became a memory, a ghost. Programmed to destroy my family, my people, my history. But now I am saved by family. Together, they will overcome the flaws of our light, the gods of our creation, merging with them like steel, bearing amalgams with the weakness of neither.
Okay, so it'll go for a while. Ooh, I just missed that. There is a lot of parkour on this map, so you really will need to perfect that, or take Volt or Titania actually with their ult that can fly will make it very simple. In this first one, I used Rhino, and parkour with Rhino is not my strong suit. Why I use Titania. The interesting and most difficult part of this. Oh wait, what was I saying? Right. Yes, you'll have to get all 4 parts from this boss fight. Luckily, with it being 23% chance, you only need to run it about 38 times max to get it. It's not as hard as Equinox, which is, God, like, feels like 100 times you have to run that boss fight. This one, though, is a 3-stage boss fight, and that's the main key. It's 3 stages, and you have to be very careful of it. Really, in a sense, you don't actually have to fight this giant pterodactyl sentinel. Yes, you hear me. You really don't have to fight him. And this is one of the forms that you gotta do 3 times with the Ropalolyst. So phase 1, the Ropalolyst engages the Tenno while hovering in the air. There are 3 capacitor towers, so you have to do this 3 times. You have to approach one of the towers and make the Ropalolyst fire that beam at the catalyst, the glowing blue light that turns purple. When it does, your Tenno has to deplete the Ropalolyst shields, or you might get lucky and you can jump on, but as I just did with Titania, which is easier to do with her ult, you fly up, take possession of the Ropalolyst, and you have to crash it into the tower. Once you do, it gets into phase 2. The Ropalolyst is now on the ground at the central platform. You have to defeat the radiators on the back, like I am doing at the moment. Once those are destroyed, it grounds, as it just did, the Ropalolyst to the ground. Once it does, you head to this platform and hit the button, shoots a giant laser beam that will destroy the Ropalolyst. And that finishes phase 2, and now you redo phase 1 again for the second and then third time. So again, force the Ropalolyst to fire his beam and supercharge the catalyst. And be careful, that beam will take you out very, very quickly. While Rhino in that part is good because it takes a little bit more. And there, your teammate got into the Ropalolyst and crashed it into the pylon. This is actually stage 3. Now the third stage, you can ignore everything and just hit the central laser and boom, he's defeated. Be careful, he can pick you up. Ouch. Now the one part is, he will disappear at times. So to make sure he is locked in, there's the ballast and conquest will appear. And he becomes vulnerable. He will disappear and teleport at times. To avoid that, just gotta get lucky, but you can ignore him. Just hit that central beam and it will destroy the Ropalolyst, and that's it. You can run this in 3 minutes and be fully done with. It is a quick mission once you realize what to do. Now this little walkthrough is not the most optimal way or optimal path. You might find a Warframe that is better, using possibly a sniper rifle or chrono or who knows what. But for me, Titania, because you can fly around and ignore a lot of the parkour. And she has the Dex Pixia, which outputs a lot of damage very, very quickly. Rhino is good for survival. Yeah, as you see, we got the Wisp Neuroptics. In a few seconds, we'll see what you need to actually build the Wisp, which in my view is the more difficult because it takes a lot of the new ingredients that you get from the disruption missions. So you will be having to run those quite a bit. Don't you love Warframe and its grind? I've done this mission about 10 times now, and I still have not got the blueprint, and it says 38 chance. This is us doing the Rhino. Again, finishing another mission, or another run of it. We got the chassis this time. Looking the way. So yeah, it'll take quite a bit of materials to do and a wide range. You get Tellurium, you need Argon, and you need Nitane as well, plus the new ingredients. So just be aware you will need a lot of rare resources for Wisp. And that's about it. Wisp will be fun to play with, and hope you guys enjoyed.